Hi there, this is Gary Ryan Blair with a great little message titled, You're Either Remarkable or Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant is a title bestowed each year upon the last pick of the annual National Football League draft. The name evolved simply because the last pick in the draft was often considered irrelevant because the player many times failed to make the selecting team's roster. And I'm sharing this concept and ringing a loud bell with you today because I want you to get a message, a really important message, that you're either remarkable or you're irrelevant. So irrelevant is defined as being unimportant, without use, besides the point, and something not worth mention or deserving of attention. And I think it's fair to say that not one of us want the title of being Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant. Sadly though, this is the uncomfortable reality faced by many people, many occupations, businesses, and even entire industries. So let's talk about the impact of being remarkable today and irrelevant tomorrow. See, when people achieve success, they too often quit innovating and they become guardians of the status quo. Their teeth are no longer sharp, and they're not as hungry as they once were. And that's where the seeds of irrelevancy get planted, as without ongoing growth, without training and innovation, today's perfect process, today's strategy, hype, or competitive advantage can be exploited and made obsolete tomorrow. See, Sears is irrelevant, while Amazon is remarkable. Blockbuster is now irrelevant, and Netflix is remarkable. Compaq is irrelevant, and Apple is remarkable. The Olympics have become irrelevant, and Tough Mudder is remarkable. Cab drivers become irrelevant, and Uber and Lyft are remarkable. And a lesson to learn here is that being remarkable is a temporary condition. It's a constantly moving target, and it's a lesson that we must all learn. You must never assume you've arrived. You've got to stay hungry. You've got to keep innovating and remain paranoid. As they, and I'm talking about competitors as well as known and unknown technologies, are definitely out to get you. We must all accept the fact that we're in a lifelong battle for being remarkable or irrelevant. And the good news is that being remarkable is a choice. See, standing out from the crowd, being useful and remarkable, and being worthy of notice and attention begins with a simple decision. And if you want to break out of the mold of the average, then the first thing you need to do is to make a decision to be radically different. Remarkable people are people of action, and for good reason. If you don't take decisive action, nothing will ever change. But the first step is entirely mental. It calls for a clear decision to rise above the culture of mediocrity. And then, of course, it calls for action. So how do you decide? How do you become remarkable? Well, the following are 8 remarkable strategies for standing out for the crowded field of mediocrity. The first is what I call question management. When someone asks you a question, you want to make sure that you give them an answer that is richer, that is bigger, and far more thought-provoking than they ever expected. The second is how you handle problems. When someone brings you a problem, you want to bring them a solution that not only solves the problem, but which also delivers an opportunity for them to capitalize on. The third has to deal with project management. When someone gives you a project, see to it that they get a plan that is bolder, more ambitious, and much more detailed than they ever hoped for. The fourth is deadline management. When you take on a task, and I mean any task, finish it under budget, finish it before deadline, and finish it with a cheerful attitude. The fifth is how you deal with conflict. When a customer has a concern, go the extra mile as policy and blow their mind by your professionalism, your responsiveness, and your speed. The sixth is quality management. When you do your work, make your name and results synonymous with excellence, with consistency, originality, and speed. The seventh is all to do with meeting management. When you participate in a meeting, I want you to anticipate questions and come fully prepared and contribute your ideas with clarity and, most importantly, with conviction. The eighth is expectation management. When you engage in any activity, you need to underpromise, you must overdeliver, and demonstrably exceed all expectations. Now think about it. Individuals are not much different than companies. Having a trusted personal brand and reputation of being remarkable, uncommon, and extraordinary nets you the same advantages as a company. You're likely to foster loyalty, to be trusted, to be forgiven for occasional mistakes, and even earn more money, especially if you develop a reputation for delivering insanely good and consistent results. See, we all build, manage, or destroy our own personal brand every day through our character, through our choices, through our attitudes, and through our actions. With that said, you've got an important question to answer right now. What are you going to do today to stand out for the crowd? To be different, to astound and amaze, to make yourself unforgettable, and most importantly, to make yourself remarkable. Learning how to be remarkable and how to dominate your competition is just one of the many exciting things you'll learn once you begin the 100-Day Challenge. So check it out at 100daychallenge.com and make it the very next thing you do.